Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. Hey, it's time for another Way Back Wednesday. I'm doing this just a couple days ahead of time, but I thought we got some way back knives here. I just made an antique store run and I thought I'd share them with you. But before I get to that, need to remember here this open tag, this wonderful open tag, was started by Warthog. Thank you so much for this great open tag. Every Wednesday, I sure enjoy going way back in time. All right, so yeah, I hit a couple antique stores here today, and boy, did I find myself some gems. So where do we want to start? Look at this old camp knife here. Now, a lot of these knives have a little bit of problem, like this needs to get, the pin needs to get tightened on that, but this is a Saber brand made in Japan. So I don't have a Saber brand camp knife. So I'm starting to get kind of a collection of camp knives. The tip is broken on the awl. But other than that, she's in pretty fine shape. And you know what I love to do with these old knives. You know what kind of bath this is going to get. Yeah, this is going to be a fun project. Getting this one all cleaned up. So Saber brand. This one really caught my eye. I can't wait to do some research on it. So we talk about electrician's knives and the TL29 pattern. That's the TL29 was the military designation. So you can see this one is stamped right in there. And this is what's unique about this knife, though. This was made by Ulster. And look at that Tang stamp. It actually has TL29 stamped into the Tang stamp. I don't have any other electrician's knives that, has that as part of the Tang stamp. And it's all rusty too, which means it's beautiful for me. And it's probably really beautiful for a rusty knife lover. Yeah. I don't even know if I can get that screwdriver blade out. But this is going to get one heck of a soaking. And it's got a half stop, but there's no snap to it at all. But we're going to get that back. This is going to be a fun one to clean up. Yeah. Got another one here. I bought this one. This cover is broke, but that's all right. The blades are in pretty decent shape. It's just a two-bladed jackknife here. And this is a Tang stamp I didn't have, or a maker I didn't have before. Providence Cutlery Company, Providence, Rhode Island. And it is separate. I do know at least at one point this is separate from Colonial. So that was its own knife company. I've got this one here, I believe is from the 40s or 50s. This toothpick. And it's a Thornton. Yeah, the blade's in pretty good shape. Plenty of blade left there. It's actually kind of sharp even. As you can see, the covers are in bad shape. So even if I was to glue it or, get it pinned back in, you can see that it's shrunk. And it's the same way on this side. So I've been wanting to step up my game just a little bit. I think I'm going to try to make some new covers for this one. And this is interesting. It looks like it's aluminum. That's what it looks like to me. I'm not sure, but, the knife's in pretty good shape. Yep. So, yeah. A little bit of blade wobble, but I'm sure I could tighten that pin down a little bit. So, a nice toothpick. Got this little Jim Dandy here. It's rusted and worn down in there. I can't make out the Tang stamp, so that'll be something. That's just paper from the price tag. I spent, oh boy, the kid's inheritance. I spent it. Yeah, I spent a whole $1 on this little gem. But I just love these covers. Look at the covers on this. This will be a fun little knife to get cleaned up and that. Just a different kind of color. All right. Now, I know Thrifty Kniffy is proud of his tiny little Bowie knife that he has, but I found myself a little Bowie knife. Look at this. Again, it's all rusted down here. I don't know if there's a Tang stamp on it or not. I can't quite tell. I'll have to get that all cleaned up. But it's got this nice little leather sheath that went with it. So I'm sure it's just a souvenir knife from something. But this will be a fun little project. I like doing little things like this. And looky here. This is called Boy's Pride. And I did find out, I believe these were made in Germany somewhere in the early 1900s. And if you all remember right, I have one just about like this, only it says the boy's favorite on it. So I'm sure it's the same company. But look at this. I mean, you talk about going way back. We are going way back here. Yeah. And last but not least, I got me another Hammer brand toothpick. Look at those brilliant colors on the covers there. And the blade's not too well worn. A lot of blade left there. You can always tell, you look there at the sharpening choil. There's still a lot of choil there, so it means they haven't sharpened a whole lot off of there. As can happen especially on a toothpick, because the point is very weak. So it looks like the point has broken off of this one, but that can be fixed. But just look at that. Covers are in great shape. Get that to focus. There's the back side of it. Yeah, isn't this cool? So just for a few dollars each, got me quite the haul here. Quite the haul. Let's see here real quick. Hang on just a second here. I thought maybe we'd check real quick and see if we can find Tang stamps here. And try out this little guy here. I'm not seeing anything yet. Light and easy. Still don't seem like I can see much there. You don't want to sand too much. You don't want to, if there is a light one there, you don't want to sand it away. I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it. Well, we'll see after I get it cleaned off better. What about this little guy? I don't know. What do you think? Can I find something? I know Colonial made a lot of these little knives. See anything there? I don't see any kind of lettering on it. Can you see that through the lens? Just touch this one real quick. Bumping the tripod, aren't I? No, I'm not seeing any writing there either. Doesn't mean it's not there. Get the rest of that cleaned off with a wire brush. Maybe we'll find something. Who knows? I think we can find the Tang stamp on this one real quick. Again, I want to go very lightly. I'm pretty sure I saw some writing on this one. Yep. Just barely starting to come through there. It says something cutlery. Germany. Yeah. So I'll be able to get this one cleaned up. We'll find out who made this one. Well, anyway, that's it for today for this Way Back Wednesday. Once again, thank you, Warthog, so much for starting this fun open tag. I hope everyone's having a great time. Down here in the lower right-hand corner, I'll put a link to my playlist. And down in the center, that big round Knife Delights, why hit that button if you'd like to subscribe. And down here in the lower left-hand corner, well, that's just the next video that YouTube recommends you watch. So until next time, have a very delightful day.